Aloha guys, look what I got sitting at the front door this morning in a tube. I think one of my neighbors was playing a trick on me and they just left the tube on my doorstep because they don't, the UPS guys doesn't come at before sunrise here. But here it is. It's probably from yesterday and somebody signed for it and they gave it to me today. Thanks a lot. This is my long awaited rod from, God, maybe 10 months ago. This is the SP rod. My good friend John Bretza, the Okuma's director and charge of product development, was going to give me the 10-footer because I already have the small 8.5 and 11. But there was a backlog. There was it needed to be produced, so here it is. And you know what? Very happy. Thanks, John. Now, this here is the part of the Rockaway series. This is the Rockaway Surf SB by Okuma. Now, the original, which I tested 5 years ago, roughly, it was okay. It was 8'6", so it was limited by its length, but it was the first one that came out because they were trying new different technologies with it. And I did that with Jeff Konn, who is the writer for Hawaii Fishing News. So after a day, his report matched mine. I sent it back. Upgrades were made, and John Bretza went ahead and did what he had to do, and now we got a great product. They come in, besides 8.5, they come in at 11 foot and 10 foot. This here's the 10 foot that John was kind enough to send me, and I finally got it. It took a while because the retailers to get first shot. So when the company had X's, they sent me mine here. And John Bretza is the director of product development for Okuma. This is his baby. I'd like to thank him for sending me this because really appreciate it. So this means right now I have every one. I have the original 8'6" because I sent it back into the factory, but I got another one from a friend who didn't want it because it wasn't long enough for his purposes, so he gave me his. So I got another 8'6". I got the 11-footer on my own about a year ago. Love that rod. And I got this one now, the 10, so I'm perfect. You know, this, for such a light rod, it's very, very thin, and is rated for this size here is rated for 1 to 3 ounces. Can you believe that? I'm really happy with it. Got to give it a try. So these rods really don't have a home right now, but as soon as they release the 10 and 11 footer, it found a home up in California to Oregon with the sea perches. Now what happens there is sea perch, as you know, live right in the break along the shoreline, just past that and in the whitewater. So they found that this rod here is perfect. The 8'6" was a little too short for that, but the 11-footer, wow, you got the distance, and 10-footer is perfect. So that rod made a home from California to Oregon for the sea perchers, and they were getting some offbeat catches too, like, you know, flatfish, you know, the halibut, that was bycatch of it, and some others, and stripers. They occasionally caught stripers. So that created such a demand for it that the guys in Hawaii didn't get many because it was cheaper for Okuma in California to distribute it along the West Coast rather than sending it to Hawaii. Makes sense, right? So, you know, for real, because there's a big difference between this 10-footer and the 11-footer. The 11-footer is a lot thicker, a little bit heavier, of course, because it's longer. So that one there, my 5K is perfect. So this one here, I would suggest going with a 4K. Now, depending on the brand, if you were to go like Penn, you know, the 4Ks are going to be a little bit bigger than other 4Ks. So that would be good. But this one here, I would say a 4K is good, but the 5K is still what I would recommend because it has more line. And for a lot of you who know the difference or the similarities, a 4,000, 5,000 fuselage body is the same thing. The gearing and everything is the same. The only thing different is the spool. The spool on a 5K is deeper, so it's going to hold more line. So if you're targeting larger fish or fish that are strong, like bonefish, you may want to have the 5Ks because you're going to have more lineage. Makes more sense, right? Okay, this is my boy Peanut Butter. He just came in for his walk, so the wife came in to drop the stroller off in the garage. So say hi. Hi, everybody. This is Peanut. Say hi. Cute little boy. Okay, so I gave you the introduction. So let me give you the stats on this. Now, this here is the model RSP-S-1002M Plus. Like I said, there's also a 8'6". There's 11. This is the 10. The line recommendation is 10 to 20 pounds. Lure weight 1/2 to 3 ounces. Guides 9 guides plus 1, meaning the tip, and it's the same guide count in with the 11 footer, the longer one. Section is 2, 50-50 split. Rear grip. Now here's something a lot of people don't realize. Rear grip here is 19.5 inches, but look, no foregrip. Isn't that something? That is a different configuration. I kind of like this. And the power is rated at M+. So, medium plus, which is kind of like a medium heavy, but it's its own unique class. This is the rating that Okuma has given this. The weight, 5.78 ounces. So this is very, very light. And I mean, it's such a great rod to feel in your hand because it's just a light rod, okay? So I would say that you got 3 choices here. You got the 8.5, 11, and 10. So just choose what you want, right? Okay, now all 3 sizes have the same features. It's going to have the tip oval butt ferrule connection, which is how it connects. See that? This is a pretty good connection. I've been using this for years. The guides here, see that? These are C guides, all leaning forward, K guide, see that? K guide style. That is for braids, so it won't get tangled on your long distance casting, right? So that's pretty good in itself. Now, the best thing here is the hook keeper. Look at that. Now, I'm going to show a close-up on this so you guys can appreciate it, because this is the only rod I've seen that has that. Look at that hook keeper. That triangular shaped hook keeper, okay? That is very, very unique. This is called a double-legged, it was stainless steel though, but this is a double-legged trapezoid. This is so cool. And when you put your hook to it, it's not going anywhere, because I used this on the 8'6" and the 11. That right there, I wish every rod of mine had one of these. It's so good. So what can I do with this? It's technically it's a surf rod. You can go shoreline applications, like here in Hawaii. We can go for bonefish and jacks. Up in the States, especially, like I said, along California to Oregon, you can go sea perching, going for stripers, you can go for halibut. This is a 1 to 3 ounce rating, so it's not bad. I would use 2 ounce banks on this. And, you can use anything from float fishing to, some people go trolling with it. I've seen videos of them trolling off the California coast with it, slow trolling. You can go float fishing. You can go with grubs, with like Carolina rig style, almost anything. So that's my report. I haven't used this one yet, this size, but I've used the 8.5 and the 11, and I love it. So I'm sure I'm going to like this one too. So thanks again.